I'm Alan Farley. I'm the Administrator of Elections for Rutherford County Election Commission, and I'm a lifelong resident of Murfreesboro, Rutherford County, product of Mitchell-Nilsson Elementary and Oakland High School and Hinton MTSU. So this is Rutherford County. Murfreesboro is my home. History, government is very important, and so that's something that I've always encouraged others to be involved in, and my own children to be involved in. And but it's one of those things that if you don't participate, you can't change the direction or keep our government on the right track if it is on the right track. Each September, the Election Commission always goes out into the various high schools here in the county and to make it accessible for them to go ahead and register. Now, when I turned 18, I mean, the day I turned 18, I came to the courthouse. That's where the Election Commission office was, and I registered to vote, and then I registered for selective service. So that was something that I did back in a few years ago. But I wish more people turning 18 kind of had that desire to register and participate. Voter turnout is a concern, and it was a concern of mine even before I came in this office, because we're losing this younger generation. And one of the key things that I want to do is try to, of course, everything now revolves around through somebody's their telephone. And so look at maybe making some improvements in our technology to where we can reach this 18 to 30 segment, where 18 to 35, where really that's the age group where we're not seeing very much participation. Early voting is something that right at half of our voters each election chooses to vote early. And so it's been around for 20 years. 1994 was the first election. So this is its 20th anniversary of having early voting. And so we're, at first I was not a big fan of early voting because I'm a traditionalist. I want to go to the polls on election day. But really it comes down to convenience. And I think that's the reason why, we have 5 early voting precincts throughout the county. In Smyrna, Laverne, Murfreesboro, and the county. So it makes it just for convenience, and you have 20 days to cast a ballot. So that makes it very convenient. In Murfreesboro, of course, you have the governor, then the U.S. Senate, and then you have the congressional election. And then we have state house races that represent us in Nashville. We also have a state Senate race that's uncontested. But also the two big things municipal-wise is you have the vacancy on the council, and then you have wine and grocery referendum. So that is a referendum that's asking, do you support wine, you can purchase wine in the grocery stores. So that's something that is a petition. Enough signatures had to be collected for that. Registered voters, and so they met that requirement, and so that's on the ballot in November also. There's 4 state constitutional amendments. One of them is dealing with the abortion issue. The second one is dealing with our court, state Supreme Court, and our appellate judges and how they're appointed and how they're retained. The third one is dealing with the state income tax, whether there should be language in the Constitution opposing a state income tax. And then the fourth one is involving the lottery. Those are the 4 key issues that are being addressed that's requiring the state constitution to be amended. Our state constitution has been around since 1796, so it's been around for a long time, and it's only been amended just a very few times. So this is something that's important. Those are really 4 very passionate issues. So I'm sure there's going to be quite a bit of involvement on both sides of that. But one thing I would encourage people is you can go to www.rutherfordcountytn.gov/elections, and you can look at the sample ballot, because the language, and when you read the constitutional amendment, it's written in constitutional amendment language. So it is somewhat difficult to really follow, which yes or which no fits your position. So I do encourage people to read those beforehand. That way they can get a good understanding of what the question is and cast their vote and how they feel about that issue. Early voting starts October the 15th through October the 30th. And you can vote at the Rutherford County Election Commission office on the square, or you can vote on Vine Street at the Rutherford County Election Commission Annex building, or you can vote at Sportscom, which is right off of Memorial Boulevard, or you can vote at Blackman Elementary School, which is right off of Franklin Road, Highway 96. So all sections of the city are pretty well represented, close proximity to an early voting site. Any early voting site, you can cast a vote. You can cast a ballot in Smyrna. If you work in Smyrna, you can cast a ballot there because the machines all register every ballot, and the technology now has made it available to where we can do that. So you can vote at any of the 5 early voting sites in the county.